Hello everybody and welcome to Outdoors Britain. In this episode, as you can probably tell by what we've got in the Outdoors Britain truck with us, that we're going fishing. That's right. We're heading down to a fishery that I've wanted to go and fish for a long time now, but just never really got round to it until now. This is going to be the 2025 Spring Catfish Adventure. So hopefully we do a little bit better than last time. Fingers crossed. Yeah, it is daft o'clock in the morning. And also I do apologise for the lack of uploads recently. There is a reason for it. I actually sprained my ankle a few weeks ago. When I say sprained it, I do mean sprained it. I haven't just twisted it and I'm exaggerating it and calling it a sprain. No, it really was sprained. In fact, I might even put some pictures in. Anyway, enough of my rambling. Let's set the sat-nav up and get on our way. One thing I will add is, just while we're waiting for the windscreen to clear, is the joy of having the Outdoors Britain truck means I can quite literally bring all the fishing gear. I do mean all of it. You know, sort of everything and the kitchen sink. Yeah. And there's room to spare. Now apparently, according to the rules and regulations of this fishery, they actually provide nets, mats and slings, which is handy. I mean, I say it's handy. Personally, I do prefer to use my own gear, but I understand why fisheries some fisheries like to provide their own. It's mainly fear of diseases being spread, and obviously there is a lot of KHV around these days, which was always going to be inevitable. In fact, the last place I fished that actually provided nets, mats and slings was France, on the French carp fishing adventure. But anyway, the windscreen's almost clear now, so enough of my rambling, let's get on our way. Right, quick sit rep while we're at a red light. I've just noticed my fuel gauge, and yeah, we need to stop off and get some diesel on the way. So we're going to do that. See you in a bit. Right, quick sit rep. We've got our diesel. Now let's get on our way. And we've landed at the fishery. I'm just going to go and pay for the ticket and check in and do all that sort of stuff. Oh, and pick up my net, mat and sling. So I'll see you in a bit. Right, quick sit rep. I've just finished barrowing all my gear round to my swim. And wow, what a place this is. It's absolutely beautiful. The only other place I've ever fished that was as well kept as this was the mighty water lily lakes in France from the French carp fishing adventure. But we're not here for carp, we're here for cats. Let me show you the surroundings that we're sitting in. Or fishing in, I should say. It's nice to see the mist is finally lifting. It's only a short walk from the car park to our swim as well, which is good. This is hurting my ankle, all just barrowing and walking. Round the corner, I can see fish moving in the swim already, so let's get set up and try and get on them. That's 2 rods out. That's the third rod out. Let's put some bait on it. Okay, so quick sit rep. It's the time is now 20 past 11. I've been here since 7:30. Yeah, the rods have been out, getting on for an hour now. We still haven't caught anything yet, but everybody else on the lake seems to have caught. So hopefully we'll get something soon. Anyway, I'm just about to have a brew. The kettle is on. So yeah, hopefully something happens soon. I'll see you in a bit. Right, quick sit rep. I've just had a bite, but he's robbed me of my bait. Yeah. That was definitely a bite. I picked up and struck into it. Nothing, and the bait was gone. So yeah, hopefully we we'll be able to convert the next one into a fish on the bank. Yeah, I've rebaited the rod now, and just cast it back out. So hopefully the next bit of footage you see will be me into a fish. See you in a bit. Fingers crossed. Quick sit rep. Oh, I am absolutely wounded. I've just lost what felt like a decent fish over by the island on my middle rod. That's the 4th bite I've had now, and still I haven't managed to convert anything. Trouble is, I'm wondering, is it because my hook size is too big? I've got smaller hooks, but I can't use them here because this is a strict barbless only water. I've only got barbed and micro barbed that are smaller than what I'm using. But no, that's wounding because I saw it roll and everything. I had it on long enough to see it come to the top and roll and whatnot. Yeah, it looked and felt like a decent fish. Anyway, I've just rebaited my rod and put it back on the same spot. So hopefully, with a bit of luck, we'll get a fish. See you in a bit.
Excellent.
Wounded about half an hour ago on this one.
Oh,
I'm sorry, got a hook pull on this rod over by the island.
oh, wicked.
And this one, it just started dropping off towards me.
Nice.
Yeah.
Was it at the island?
Yeah. £19, I'll take that. There you go. One £19 cat. Lovely. Let's get her back. Sit rep. It's not a blank. Yes, finally a fishing trip that's not a blank. Well, I guess it's time for a brew. On a side note, I would just like to apologise for that really piss poor bit of video footage of me playing that catfishing. Only filming fishing videos on my own is it's not easy. But if I get another one, I've found a better angle for the camera now, so yeah, hopefully you'll actually be able to see me playing it in. See you in a bit. see what he weighs. This one is just about 22 and a half. I'll take that. It's bigger than the last one. Right, let's get it back. After a quick picky. There you go. 22 and a half pound. Lovely colours too. Right, let's get it back. Yes, it's not a blank. Right, let's get the watch back out. and another. Boy, he looks a bit battle scarred. I think we should put the old cat care on this one. Come in. Swab. If I can get it up. Oh no. Please not another touch. Oh shit. You've got to be joking me. Thought my other rod was going then. Feeling it's the biggest one so far. Right. Yep, biggest one so far. All that 23 and a half. Right, let's get him back. Absolute carnage. I didn't even get all my rods out, and I've just realised I didn't even hold it up for a quickie. Then I just saw it on the mat and you saw the weight. Right, let's just put it away again. Absolute carnage. Right, time to recast all the rods again. quick sit rep. So that's 3 fish now. That's absolutely brilliant. I'm absolutely over the moon. And yeah, that rod I just caught that one on, I'd only just put that out, and I was just about to put my 3rd rod out when that one went away, and I hadn't even turned, it was so quick, I hadn't even turned the bite alarm back on. So yeah, I just heard the clutch ticking, you know. I looked at it, thought, oh yeah, better grab that. So yeah, happy days. Anyway, it's getting towards dinner time now. I'm thinking about getting on with tonight's dinner. Yeah, the guy opposite, he's still smashing it, absolutely smashing it. I couldn't even tell you how many he's had. Yeah, he's done really, really well. Anyway, hopefully now I can relax for a few minutes. See you in a bit. See what this little scamp weighs. Right. What are we going to call that then? That'll be, that's 17 and a half-ish. Almost, yeah, 17 3/4 or thereabouts. Right. Angry little scamp. Right. Give you a quick look. Then get him back. There you go. One angry little kitten. Right, let's get him back. Got another one. Carnage. Okay, so I've just rebaited my rod after that fourth fish. Before I cast it back out, I thought I'd give you a quick look at the rig that I've been using to catch them on. Now, this rig I'm going to show you, it's exactly the same on all three rods. It's just the bait that's different on each rod. Okay, so let's have a look at what I've been using. So on my main line, I've been using the Catfish Pro silicone tubing. There's about 24 to 26 inches on there, so we're just over 2 feet. And moving along, we've got a quarter lead clip. That's just a normal quarter lead clip. It's not a hybrid because you're not allowed to use hybrid ones here. And that is also a quarter nano tail rubber, again all in silk colour. That is I think it's a 2.2 ounce round pear lead. That's a Catfish Pro 80-pound swivel. I know it's pushed into the lead clip, but that can come off pretty easily. And then we've got Catmaster Tackle Dyneema hook link in 55-pound, coming down to a size 2 Catfish Pro barbless eagle wave hook. Then we've got a sort of 3.5 inch hair with a big long lump of luncheon meat, and that's a Munch Baits cream seed yellow pop-up. To keep everything pinned down, I'm also using a 20 gram back lead. Now, I've been using that rig for years and years and years. I use it for carp, obviously not with eagle wave hooks and 55-pound hook link. Obviously the materials I use to make knotless knot hair rigs, which is what that is, I forgot to mention. It's the actual hair rig itself is tied up knotless knot style. Yeah, I use it for most of my fishing, to be quite honest. And I can tie more complicated rigs, but I don't know, it was the first rig that I was shown how to tie properly, and I've just used it ever since. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. You know, that's accounted for more fish than I could count. Anyway, enough of my rambling, and let's get this rod cast back out on its spot. See you in a bit. Right, time for a sit rep. The time is now, let's have a look. The time is now 21:10 hours, and I am absolutely starving because I still haven't had dinner yet. So it's time to get on with a bit of dinner. Now, tonight we've got, yep, that's right, you guessed it, stir fry. but it's not a rabbit one this time. No, I had to get some chicken from the supermarket, because that rabbit I shot in the last shooting video is still in the freezer, because I need that for another Cooking with Game episode. Right, enough of my rambling, let's get some dinner on. Now, you've all seen me make this plenty of times, so I'm just going to speed most of it up with a bit of editing magic. Because I'm on my own, I've had to sort of scale down the ingredients, because normally I'd be with L. Gilbert Carp Angler, who isn't here, obviously. So yeah, like I said, I've had to sort of scale down the ingredients. Let's have a look at the fish now. Thought we were getting a bite then. Now, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I've had to sort of scale the ingredients down, so rather than buying big normal peppers, I've actually bought a pack of smaller baby peppers. Instead of a massive red onion, I bought a small one. Veg done. Right. And now we need a diced chicken breast and salt, Chinese 5-spice, black pepper, bit of cooking oil, some garlic granules, I think that's about it. expose the meat first. Go straight in the rubbish. So just go away dirty and get that washed. Right. In fact, I've changed my mind. I'm not actually going to film this, and I'm going to cook it outside so it doesn't make my bivvy stink. So I'll see you in a bit. I suppose we could film it out here. Oh, look at that. no idea if any of that's even going to show up on the camera. But we got another one. Right. We got another one. It's 5 now. Go. What's this? He plays ball. I'm waiting, but hey, come here, you. Back in here. There you go. Another very angry cat. Right, let's get him back and finish our dinner. Right, so I decided not to weigh that one just because dinner's on the cooker. I know I turned the gas off, but yeah, it's still sitting there going cold. And that was the smallest one we've had so far, but it's still number 5, and you still saw it on camera. I'm not sure how well the fight's going to come up on camera, but yeah, so anyway, back to our dinner. And there you have it, folks. One lovely chicken stir fry for one. Hang on. It. Voila. Right, I'm gonna go and eat that in the bivvy, and I'll see you in a bit. Right, sit rep. Dinner was absolutely delicious, as usual. I do like that stir fry. It's probably one of my favourites on the bank and at home. Yeah, so like I said in that previous clip, I decided not to weigh that one. Like I said, it was the smallest one we've had. Easily I could just see and I could feel it in my hands. It was probably about, I don't know, 12-15 pounds, something like that. Yeah, I just slipped it back and carried on with dinner. Only now I'm just waiting for the kettle to boil so I can have a brew. And yeah, while I'm waiting for that to boil, I'm going to cast that rod back out. So I'll see you in a bit. Right, morning sit rep. So nothing happened in the night, and it's now about 8 o'clock in the morning, and the kettle is on. I'm gonna have a brew and then cast the rods back out, or recast the rods, whatever, and then we'll start having a really slow pack down. So I'll see you in a bit. slightly bigger one. Definitely a bigger one. Definitely a bigger one. How much bigger? Right. Treat that wound, because that is a bit of a wound. Right, see how big you are. I reckon you're the biggest one, so I'll go on. Let's have another one right now. Right. Where we at? Let's have a quick look. 26 £26. Nice, that's the biggest one so far. Is he going to play ball? There you go, £26 of Welsh catfish. Lovely jubbly. I love the markings on them. They're almost like fleck-tone camouflage. Oh, right, let's get him back. Wow, what a place. That rod was out, what, 10-20 minutes, if that, or something like that. Happy days. Right, final sit rep. That is it. Everything's packed, except for the rods on my back and the water bottles I'm going to carry around. Everything is as we found it, and yeah, so this session has turned out to be a great success. I'm absolutely over the moon that I've actually caught something in this video, because the fishing videos have been a little bit abysmal since France. Anyway, enough of my rambling. Let's get these last couple of bits round to the truck. See you in a minute. Right, that really is it. Everything's loaded back onto the Outdoors Britain truck. If it'll focus, just about. Yep. And we are now leaving and heading for home. So I'll see you when I get there. And I'm home. Wow, what an action-packed adventure that turned out to be. I'm really over the moon, and really glad that that ended in great success instead of a blank. So I think, like I said earlier on in the video, that yeah, the fishing videos have just been a little bit abysmal lately. So yeah, really pleased that this turned out to be a good one. Now, on to tonight's dram. Tonight we have the Old Pulteney 12-year-old single malt Scotch. Full focus. Now, I'm not going to read the whole lot because there's about 4 paragraphs, so I'm just going to read the bottom one, which is sort of to the point. Right, our 12-year-old is matured next to the sea, exclusively in fine American oak ex-bourbon casks, flickering from amber to gold and copper on the eye. Subtly intense waves of fresh brine, toffee and salty sea air. Recollect the Caithness coastline with honey, vanilla and spicy fruit washing across the palate in a faintly salty, long-lasting finish. Wow, that sounds very interesting. So without further ado, we shall pour ourselves a well-deserved double. Cool. And, carefully does it now. Don't spill it. And into the glass it goes. Certainly smells nice and fruity. Cheers. Certainly a spicy, fruity flavour in there. I mean, in a funny kind of way that works. A very slight hint of a sort of saltiness to it too. Yeah, I'm not too sure about the vanilla, but it definitely tastes kind of honeyed as well. That is a very nice dram indeed. In fact, if you ever get the opportunity to try the Old Pulteney 12-year-old single malt Scotch, I highly recommend it. Now, I really hope you've enjoyed this video. That is the end. Thank you for watching.